It's time now for Carter's Corner. Everything Bay Area sports on the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. Here is your host, Carter Kim.
Dave Roberts over manager, Kevin Cash over manager, and the greedy little legacy edition comes a pinstriped paragon of an entitled game. One that's been a long 15 years in the making. Get ready for more blunders and boneheaded decisions in Aaron Boone over manager 2025. Step into the dugout and watch as the franchise everyone loves to hate implodes at every opportunity. Prepare for scenario mode and all the wonders it brings. It's the bottom of the 10th in Game 1 of the World Series. The Yankees are leading a nail-biting epic against the top of the orders, coming up with runners on base. Do you go to the reliable Tim Hill and try to force a ground ball? Or do you go to the mystery box of wonders in Nestor Cortez? He hasn't pitched in over a month, but he could be anything.
Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone!
It could even be the next Ubaldo. Bring yourself into the seats of Solis Yankee Stadium in the new fan cancer mode. Actively try to interfere with a live ball as scores of Yankees fans cheer you on. The quicker you can pry the ball out of Mookie's glove, the more puff pieces will be made about your glory. Cheer every underachieving bum on the field to secure maximum damage to their bank accounts. Especially Aaron Judge. Playoff Kershaw Redux. The Lamar Jackson of baseball. Seriously, the comparisons are eerie as hell. Finally, immerse yourselves as a fielder with 5-0. Have you finally started hitting the baseball? Do you have momentum? Is Garrett Cole shoving on the mound? Lose it all with the greatest showing of lol Yankees in an age. Horrible miscues that puts a Little League team to shame. The new 28-3. Memes upon memes for days on end. And it's all yours for the low price of $27. One for every championship their fans will try to rub your faces in. It's a fantastic celebration for the rest of baseball. A team so hateable that they're rooting for the Dodgers. Team that's the Yankees with a different coat of paint all the way to the cancerous fan base. Relive the glories with Aaron Boone over manager 2025. Only for a limited time before Juan Soto becomes a Met. Choke it away today.
The Yankees lose.
You get the idea. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Carter's Corner here on Northern Lights Sports and Entertainment. I am Carter Kim, here to talk to you about sports. Yeah, hey, we have a GM. I'm cool. Hey, listen, we have a GM now. Hey, and let me just read to you guys about him. I'm pretty sure Glenn, Eric, and everybody else has talked about him exhaustively, but let's talk about him. Zach Minasian, Vice President of Professional Scouting here at Los Angeles. But yeah, here we go. I mean, let's talk about him. Zach Minasian was promoted to his current position of Vice President Pro Scouting in 2022. He joined the Giants organization in 2019. You know what? I'm just gonna put this on the screen for everybody if y'all are interested, but here we go. I mean, all right. He joined us in 2019 after spending 14 seasons in the Milwaukee Brewers organization, most recently holding his position of special advisor baseball operations. For 6 years as a club's director of professional scouting, he worked for the Brewers organization as manager of the minor league scouting, professional coordinator of pro scouting, and his baseball operations assistant. At 27, Minasan took over as Brewers professional scouting director, becoming the youngest scouting director in baseball. While with the Brewers. Minnesota assisted with the Brewers in 3 playoff appearances, notably ending a 26-year playoff drought in 2008 and a franchise best 96 wins in 2011. He acquired players such as CC Sabathia, Zach Greinke, Carlos Gomez, Josh Hader, Corey Knebel, the Evil Knievel, Gene Segura, and Will Smith. Not the Dodgers Will Smith, but the Dodgers Will Smith, But anyway, he grew up in Major League Clubhouse, and he works as a bat boy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, okay, I didn't expect him, but I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I like him. I think he can be really good, and there's opportunity in my opinion. It's just, yeah. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about it. If I'm being honest, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, dog. I don't want to talk about it. There's no way. Hired by Farhan? Yeah, that's the issue. That I'm a little let's pump the brakes. If Buster has said yes to him, maybe things are good. I mean, if he was hired by Farhan, I'm very suspicious in a lot of ways because most of his people are tainted, in my opinion. But hey, it's possible. Hey, Ramley, it's good to see you guys. It's good to see you. Oh my gosh. Daniel, LD, Grand, Johnny, obviously. Man. This is like when the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl and the Cowboys had to watch it happen in Dallas. I mean, can't hang out right now, but I hope everyone is doing well. Happy Halloween, Carter, and everyone. Hey, it's Halloween for me here at Santa Cruz. I have a party to go to later. Not like one of those parties, but like just a school mixer that we're doing. Dude, my hair is all like, Jesus. But yeah, oh my gosh. But yeah, but no, not all Dodgers fans are like this. Listen, I want to say this for the record. I mean, like, these are Ramley, Daniel, all these other people. I like you guys. Benji as well. Y'all are good people, and I respect y'all. Los Angeles people. I try not to talk too much trash when y'all are here, but y'all are good people. All right, good people. Time to look forward. Who cares? It's cute the Dodgers finally caught to 8 titles. Listen, I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold on to this as long as I can because at this point, I'm only looking towards the future for my team now. I can't stop, Jesus. All right, whatever. Anyway, but I want to talk about what my favorite artist called the off season. Let's take it to him. Come on. Like, if y'all know J. Cole, which I doubt y'all do, because if I'm not mistaken, this demographic is a little older. So no offense to anybody here, but much love to y'all. And hey, off season, let's just chill out. Let's see what happens. I mean, again, like, let's just have some fun with this thing, y'all. Like, I want to have some fun this off season, talk about teams, talk about players. We just got a guy, which is awesome. I mean, let's see. Like, oh my gosh, let me look around. Did Jorge Soler really end up going to the freaking Soler? Did he end up going to the freaking Angel or something? Oh, yeah, he did go to the Angels. I'm guessing for, like, bullpen help. Okay, he's a starting pitcher. But, dude, Jesus, why would the Braves want to take a flyer on this dude? Jeez. 5.19? Christ. I mean, Jesus. Oh, my gosh. But hey, like, oh my gosh. I'm going to be focusing all on free agency. I mean, there's so much stuff to talk about. Oh my God. We got like a lot of stuff going on though. But hey, like, I'm just hoping that, yeah. What an epic fail by New York. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just spend a little bit of time on this because I want to emphasize this to the New York Yankees. Like, just for a minute. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. And I really mean this for the record. Y'all suck. You're terrible. Okay? I want to emphasize this the entire time. There's a reason why I played that video. I want to emphasize how bad you guys played. You guys had a brutal fifth inning. That is some of the most disgraceful baseball I have seen in my damn life. What the hell are y'all doing, bro? Like, I really don't understand. The Guardians, Detroit, Kansas City, the Orioles, even the Astros, they deserve it more than you. They deserved a chance more than you, dude. Garrett Cole had a great game. He played so well. And you guys, I don't know what the heck Volpe was thinking. Dude, why would you throw to third base? Third base. Like, the first thing you learn as a shortstop, go to first. Just go to first. It's okay, dude. I mean, come on, man. I just like, dude, Garrett Cole, the funny thing is he didn't play badly at all. He was shoving out of his mind, and then everybody decides to not know how to catch a baseball. I mean, okay. I'm just going to say this right now to Yankees fans, Yankees players, Yankees everything, okay? You will think about this moment 10 years from now. When you're out of the playoffs, when you're getting beat by Houston again, when you're getting beat by Boston and Orioles and everybody else in the NL East and getting beat by Houston, you are going to look back on this moment and you are going to immediately think what could have been. What if we could have won one or two more games? What if we hadn't made such egregious mistakes? What would you be doing? I mean, that's all I have to say to you, man. Like, you had an opportunity in your hands. None of these games were particularly like wide either. Only one of them was, and it was the one you won. Car, I understand why Volpe went to third base. He was like 15 feet away, but how do you put that ball in the dirt from only 15 feet away? Yeah, I mean, like, this is one of the better defensive shortstops in baseball, and he threw it in the dirt for Jazz. And Jazz is learning third base too, so it's like, I mean, all I have to say is just, Yankees, y'all suck. Sincerely, y'all suck. You're terrible. Sincerely, your roster construction is horrific. You had two good players playing for you this series, two of them, maybe three. And even then, like, it's a question mark, in my opinion. You guys played down to competition instead of playing up to the Dodgers, who were a clearly better team than you. Instead of playing with some dog and some fight, you let them walk all over you. They're a better team than you. Okay? You got to understand that when you're walking into a World Series with the Los Angeles Dodgers, they're a better team than you. They have better players than you. They have better management than you. I never thought I'd say that in my life. Dave Roberts is a better manager than Aaron Boone. I was a firm Aaron Boone proponent. After this, I don't even know what to say to you, Aaron. You should have put Tim Hill in the game. You should have trusted defensive replacements. You should have taught your players how to field ground balls. What the hell was that fifth inning? It was comedy. Comedy. That's what that was. That was comedy. It was a joke. It was honestly a joke. People are going to call for Boone's head. Yeah, but they're probably going to keep him because he is the baseball equivalent to John Cooper for the Florida Lightning. I used to call, but you know what the worst part about this loss is? I can't make any more jokes or talk any more trash about the Dodgers. I can't say, oh, you guys have underachieved despite the fact you had this much talent. I can't say that anymore. I can't talk trash like that anymore. That's the worst part. Yeah, I can talk trash because they're my rivals and I have to be that way. But at the end of the day, I can't hold that over their heads anymore. Because at the end of the day, they did what they had to do and won, which is something that the Yankees could not do. It's hard to be mad at Cole because he was such a stone cold killer, okay, on the mound. But come on, man. My kids learned to cover first base when they were, they learn, you learn this. You learn this. Like, this is something that you do when you're just starting out baseball. This isn't something like, oh, this is so advanced, making these plays. It's not like he had to make a diving play at first to get to tag out Mookie Betts. No, Mookie Betts just owned him. The Dodgers so disgustingly good. Listen, here's the thing. I'm just going to say this for the record. The Dodgers didn't actually do anything too crazy. It's not like they were blowing out the Yankees every game 10-0 or shutting them out or just ripping them to shreds in the pitching staff. They just did what they needed to do, which is what Bill Belichick has always said. Do your job. Do your job. You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, I accept this, bro. Because at the end of the day, the Dodgers did what they had to do. They did their job. You did your job. The Yankees did not. Okay, I want to go up and down this lineup just for 1 minute and just talk about all of the freaking failures that I have watched. Okay, first things first. Okay, I want to say this for the record. Jake Cousins, you gave up too many runs. Mark Leiter, you gave up too many runs. Miza, you really didn't do too much. Weaver, you did a good job. Garrett Cole, you were great. Nestor Cortez, I really can't blame you for Aaron Boone's idiocy, but still, why the hell did you throw that pitch there, man? I literally went into exhausted detail about why that pitch was so bad. If y'all want to check out why it was so bad, you can go check out the previous videos. But yeah, Luis Hill, you didn't play that badly. Honestly, you played but honestly, you could have been worse. Carlos Rodon, you suck. I'm honestly glad the Giants didn't re-sign you because you are an absolute bum, if I'm being honest with you. Clark Schmidt, you were atrocious. Mark Stroman didn't even play. Jose Trevino, I don't know what you were doing. Austin Wells, you were hitting worse than Aaron Judge, and that's not even that hard to do. Anthony Rizzo, where the hell were you, man? Not doing much. Oswaldo Cabrera, you weren't doing much either. Jazz Chisholm, you were you were fucking horrible. Sorry for swearing, but Anthony Volpe, listen, dude, I believe in you, and I'm a big proponent of you, but you cannot be playing like this in the biggest game of your life. I feel like Rizzo deserves some blame too. You have to hustle the first base on that play. You can't understand why on that pitcher. I mean, yeah, look at what Yuli Gurriel did, for example. Look at what Yuli Gurriel said. He dived on the bag in the 2017 World Series and tagged it out. I mean, that's hustle, dude. You got to do that. Also, Trent Grisham, you didn't play, so I can't really say anything. Okay, Giancarlo, you deserve better. Soto, you deserve better. Aaron Judge. What I have just witnessed is the equivalent of James Harden or Lamar Jackson in basketball or football. I just watched one of the most talented players of our generation, a guy who can one dot every single year and play like one of the best in the world. I just watched you turn into a goddamn pumpkin, which is fitting because it's Halloween. Yankees, you guys are a joke. Sincerely, you are a joke. I have nothing to say other than that. You're a joke. You don't deserve to be here. You didn't deserve to be here in the damn first place with how badly you played. It wasn't just Aaron Boone, okay? He did a bad job, but at the end of the day, you have to execute. At the end of the day, he's trusting his players to execute, and you guys couldn't even catch fly balls. You couldn't throw to first base. You couldn't cover first base, which is something you learn when you are a freaking young guy. I have nothing to say to you, bro. Okay, I do have something to say to you because that's what I've been doing for the past 10 minutes. But seriously, I can look at all the other teams that you played and the teams that could have been here. Houston, Detroit, Cleveland, Royals, Orioles. They all deserved a shot more than you did. They all played better baseball in the regular season than you did. It's a goddamn comedy show. Hal Steinbrenner, you're a bottom line guy. I cannot wait to see Soto become a Met or a Giant this offseason just so we can shove it in your damn face. You guys weren't aggressive enough. You didn't care about roster construction. You only make your decisions based on damn ego. Instead of making decisions based on upside and smartness, you make those decisions based on your ego. You make those decisions based on you think you can do it better than other people. It's like the San Francisco Giants. It's like saying, oh, yeah, we know better than other people. We should be able to do it the smart way. But at the end of the day, you just disgraced Derek Jeter. You disgraced all of Jorge Posada. You disgraced all of the players that came before you. You disgraced every single guy that played for your team, that played well for your team. You disgraced them. You disgraced them. You disgraced them. And that's insane to me. Judge showed up too late. Yeah, damn right. He showed up way too late. Because I can talk a lot of crap about how some guys played this World Series. Who the heck is Fat Joe? I'm unaware of this person. I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what else to say. I can only hope that a team like this stews about it and just has a hangover. Because all I have to say is just, you don't deserve this. Oh, I mean, Jesus, man. Like, like, you're a joke, Yankees. I want you to understand that. Just understand that. Listen, my team is barely over 500 most years, and I have more hope for my future than your team should have. As long as Brian Cashman is your GM, and as long as Hal Steinbrenner owns your team and keeps playing for the bottom line rather than playing to win. If George was still alive, the Dodgers wouldn't have won this World Series. If George was still alive, he actually would have cared about the notion of this team winning. But of course not. I think Soto's leaving for sure. Dude, if he doesn't leave, it wouldn't make any damn sense. He's going to go to the Mets. He's going to come play for us. I want him to play for us so badly, it's not even funny. Like, I want to see the rivalry revived, but Jesus. The Yankees' last 6 playoff series victories are against the AL Central. They've lost to the teams outside the AL Central. I mean, this is how I know the AL Central is a comedy show too, because they are also not good. I mean, I've never seen a World Series game handed over so badly before, and statistically, it's never even happened before. I mean, yeah. How do I say this? Like, the Dodgers, like, they played okay, but it's not like they didn't even play as well as they did against San Diego or against the Mets. They played better against the Mets and San Diego. And the Yankees had an opportunity to capitalize on that, but they didn't. They played like trash. I mean, a 5-run lead. A 5-run. I know it's not like the Blue Jays blowing an 8-0 lead, but 5 runs is a lot, dude. How the hell do you blow that? That's so difficult to do. So is the locker room cancer, asks Washington and San Diego next. I don't think he's a locker room cancer. I mean, like, I think he talked to most of his teammates. They like him. He is a money guy. He wants to be able to support his family and, like, you know, be able to say that he can have some intergenerational wealth. But honestly, it's like, him, Giancarlo, and Garrett Cole were the only guys who were consistently showing up for the Yankees during this playoff run. Okay, I want to say something specific to Giancarlo, Garrett, and Juan. Like, Garrett, you deserve so much better. Like, Garrett, you deserve so much better than what you got. Like, oh, shoot. Like, you deserve so much better. Garrett Cole, like, sincerely, he played so well. He was shoving against the Dodgers. They couldn't hit a damn thing off him. And your team failed you in the field. They couldn't field a damn ball if their life depended on it. Giancarlo Stanton, You used to be seen as a villain in the Bronx, and you only proved that you were never the problem. You were only doing what your job was. And you mashed it and played super well. Respect, bro. At the end of the day, you played super well. Respect. Juan Soto, you have a chance to deserve better. You're going into the offseason with a lot of opportunity. You know, you're going to be asked to play for teams worth and be given $650 million, maybe even $700 million. Man, like, Yankees, like, you are a failure. You are a fucking, sorry, not to swear, but you're a failure. You are a joke. Garrett was good. I can't say the same thing about Rodon. Rodon, honestly, I'm so glad we didn't re-sign him now because I just watched that man turn into a damn comedy. Cole's back-to-back Ks of Lux and Shohei with the bases loaded, I think, was so monster. Yeah, I mean, the Yanks have been pretty bad this season defensively, so what happened last night doesn't surprise me. I mean, yeah, they're not a great fielding team. They're a bat team. I mean, obviously, we all know this about Judge. He's not a great center fielder. He's a better corner guy. Soto's not the best fielder, as skaters on baseball will immediately tell you. And I think that Verdugo has also had his struggles. But at the end of the day, like, these weren't even like Cole, Soto, Rizzo are leaving. I mean, I don't think Cole's going to leave. I mean, Cole's contract is so big. I think he's going to opt back in. But it's Soto and Rizzo look very possible. I mean, yeah, I mean, Garrett Cole, he is a monster of a player, and he deserves so much better than what he just got. Like, he was dominating, and he was making it look freaking easy. He was striking out Shohei Ohtani. I mean, come on. Yeah, Soto makes some pretty bad routes to the balls. Yeah, pretty much. Judge turned on his bat, but turned off his glove. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, like, dude, just like Aaron Judge. Like, I'm just gonna say this to you right now, brother. Like, I felt like I watched James Harden in the playoffs. Like, I really mean that. I felt like I watched James Harden in the playoffs in the NBA, or Lamar Jackson with the Ravens in the NFL. Choking. Just choking. Like, massive choking. You're a great player, dude. And honestly, you're not like James Harden, who's just a nonchalant, like, money chaser who's just a jerk. You're more like Lamar, who actually does care, but he does chase money. But that's not obviously the case anymore. What I'm trying to say is that you need to play better, man. Hold on. I'm sorry though. Like, I say this, like, I've said this so much over the past few days. Do you know how many teams would have killed to be in your position and would have played better than you? Cleveland, I guarantee, would have played better than you. Steven Kwan, Jose Ramirez, Andres Jimenez, Josh Naylor, all of these guys deserve the opportunity more than you do. That's abundantly clear to how badly you played. Like, you're a joke, Yankees. Like, do you know why I played that video to start the stream, y'all? Because of reasons like this. I wanted to emphasize how terrible you are. You suck, honestly. Like, you are terrible, and you don't deserve to play anything like this. You let the guys who have came before you down. You know something? You know why I admire the Yankees sometimes? Soto will not be a Yankee next season. He wants to play with guys who won't give up on him. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I mean, like, Soto, there's only him and Giancarlo were the only guys doing anything. I mean, honestly, believe it or not, that was Judge's first error all year. That was his first error? Oh my God, he really is a choker. Who thought that joke of a team was going to win 4 games in a row? I mean, I didn't say they were going to win 4 games in a row. I thought they were going to win 3 games in a row, and then I thought the Dodgers were going to win game 7 because I thought that just funnily that was going to be like a Stanley Cup Finals repeat. But that was clearly not the case because the Yankees are a damn comedy show. I mean, Cole deserved better. He deserved so much better. I mean, he deserved 20 times better than what he got. Like, he deserved so much better than what he got. He played out of his mind. He was shoving. I think Dodgers fans will say, like, oh, yeah, he was destroying. He was playing super well, striking out in the biggest moments, playing great. Instead, you guys wasted him. Joke. They're the NY Chokers. No, they've taken over for the Mets. They've taken over for the Mets and the Jets in terms of comedy. They are a joke. You are a joke, Yankees. I want to emphasize that to you more than anything else. You are a joke. You're a joke. And you don't deserve to play baseball in October if you're playing like this, man. You're terrible. Cole was lights out. Exactly. Like, I'm asking that the reason why I'm asking Dodgers fans to attest to this is because the other side of this is important to like say, oh yeah, was he playing good or was that just us being like too over dramatic? No, they're like, no, he was playing great. Well, still eating those sour grapes. Cole needs to learn how to cover first base. Basic, yeah. I mean, yeah. Obviously, you need to play like that. But at the end of the day, Rizzo needed to play as well too. And yes, I get it. Garrett Cole, yes, he should have covered first base. But at the end of the day, he was giving his team chances to win. Aaron Judge didn't catch that pop up. Anthony Volpe. It reminds me of that one inning where the Texas Rangers were like missing up all those fielding plays versus Toronto. If y'all know what I'm talking about, like those like 4 or 5 brutal errors. Hold on, I'm just trying to find this like. Yeah, hold on. You guys this right now, just to like emphasize this. It reminds me of this one inning a few years ago in the ALDS.
Broken back grounder. Andrews could not handle it. Leadoff man on for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 7th.
Not a lot of catchers run very well. Forces Andrews to hustle. He just misplayed it.
Just wait, this isn't even the worst error.
Yeah, he just flanked it. He had time. See, he closed the glove early off.
Right here.
On the ground to the right side. Everybody's safe.
Another one. That's 2 of them.
Oh,
To Goins. Bumped it. Beltre goes to third. Bases loaded.
You get the idea, basically. That's what that inning felt like. Like no one could stop making errors. Like except it wasn't just on Elvis Andrews in this case. It was on everybody. Volpe, Rizzo, Cole, Judge. Yeah, but Rizzo should have hustled to the bag too. You're in the World Series. No, he really should have hustled to the bag. Even if he missed the tag on Mookie Betts, you need to go and get to first base. I know Mookie's fast, but he's not as fast as he used to be. No offense to Mookie, even though he's a great athlete. But it's like, dude. Yankees, I really want to emphasize this. Should any of the teams you beat on your playoff run, would they have played better than you if they had made it to the World Series instead of you? So is a mercenary. Whoever writes the biggest check gets Soto. No, pretty much. Pay him the highest, whatever the hell he wants, if I'm being honest with you. But that's all I have to say to y'all, man. Like, just a joke. Honestly, just a joke. Don't forget about the ball can catch interference, too. Yeah, there you go. Like, everybody was just making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. It's like, I don't want to hear a damn thing from Yankees fans. Listen, I don't want to hear him complaining about the umpires either. That's one thing that's going to piss me off. Like, you better not complain about bad umpiring. I saw those videos. Dude, Flaherty was getting screwed too. There was a dozen or so Dodgers hitters and pitchers that were getting screwed. At the end of the day, yeah, look to 2025, pretty much. But I just want to end off on this note and say this one more time to the Yankees. You are going to think about this in 10 years. You're going to think about this when you're getting beaten up by the Astros' new players. You're going to be thinking about this when the Orioles are destroying you. You're going to be thinking about this when Boston continues to own you. And you're going to think to yourself in your own head, could something have gone different? Should somebody else have been there? Should we have played better? And I hope to God that you take this to heart. Because as I said this, as a Giants fan, I appreciate the Yankees for one reason. We do a similar thing. It's not just play for the current staff. No, play for Willie Mays, play for Barry Bonds, play for Buster, Hunter Pence, Krall, and everybody else. And that's what I say to the Yankees. You better figure this the hell out, or you will be one of the biggest failures in sports. That's all I have to say now. Did you see the post-game interview with Soto? He pretty much made it clear he has no loyalty to New York. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, if he wants to come play for us, I'm in for it. Let's go. You can't give the team like the Dodgers extra out. They always capitalize on it. Exactly. You got to get people out. That is the one goal of playoff baseball. Outs. Get outs. Just get outs. Any way as possible. Double plays, pop-ups to the first baseman or the third baseman, pop-ups to the shortstop, a pop-up to center field. Throw somebody out the plate. Give me Soto bag, but give Soto the bag, but the new GM we may get has me worried. I mean, he was hired by Farhan. I'm worried, but let's I think as long as Buster is there, we're in better shape, in my opinion. I mean, we'll see about everything that happens, but I'm into what's going on in here in Giants world. I mean, there's more opportunity, in my opinion, for this team moving forward, but I think I just want to end my Yankees rant here and say, you're a failure, you suck, and you deserve to lose. That's all. But anyway, here we go. I mean, the San Francisco Giants hired, I don't know how to say his last name. Does anyone know? Zach Minasian? Minasian? I don't know, man. I'm really bad at name pronunciation sometimes, especially if it's like a name that I'm unfamiliar with. But hey, you know, like if Buster trusts him, I'm gonna give him the dude credit. He seems like a guy that has experience. I mean, he worked with the Milwaukee Brewers for all those years. He helped acquire big time free agents like CC and Josh. I mean, there's opportunity there. We have an ability to do better. I mean, yeah. Gotta go. Time to take my kids trick-or-treating. Happy Halloween. No, good to see you. Good to see you, Ramley. Thanks for coming around. Appreciate your time. But yeah, it's good to see you. Anyway, you know, like, I'll be there soon. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I don't like... Listen, it's just good that I can sit here with Giants fans on this show and say to each other, like, hey, you know, like there's possibility. Maybe we can get Soto. Maybe we can get a pitcher back. Maybe we can get a couple different guys and say, you know what, let's do this. You know, we can have some fun. But at least we can do that. Oh my gosh, man, I know Dodgers fans are going to be rubbing this on our faces, but honestly, they've earned it at this point. They've earned it. And yeah, they've honestly earned it. I'll give them credit for it. But man, all right. I mean, hey, if anybody has anything to bring up, I'm here. You knew it was coming. No, I of course I had to know it was coming. I mean, this is, you know, listen, listen, I would expect nothing less from us. If we win a World Series in the next 5 years or something like that, or the next 10 years, yeah, we're going to rub it in the Dodgers fans' faces. I mean, come on. Why not? But it's like I said, okay? Like I said this when Farhan got fired. I want to knock the Dodgers off their effing perch. I want to knock the Dodgers off their effing perch, and I want to go get this damn thing. I want an opportunity for this team, and I want this team to get serious again. Buster's shown that we're serious again. I want to be contending again, and I don't want to be a team that just coasts in mediocrity and does nothing with the payroll we have, with the players that we have, with the culture and dynamics of a fan base that we have here and everything else. I mean, we can't let this slip again. I don't want to do another couple years of this. Like, I want this team to be good again. I want to get serious again. I mean, yeah. Gary Perez. But yeah, Grand Admiral talked about different people that we go after. Gary Perez talked about Jesus Luzardo. Bo Bichette has been on our radar for the past freaking like couple months. Like even back to the trade deadline, he was on our dang radar. I mean, there's so many people we got to talk about. There's so many opportunities that are going to be out there. I mean, the days after free agent, I'm going to check. Hold on. Like, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity. The biggest guy that we have all talked about is obviously Soto, but I think there's a lot of ability in the farm. We all know Eldridge is getting ready to try and come up, but I'm excited for this offseason. I really am, because for the first time in a long time, I can look at everybody here and say we could actually do something this offseason with the payroll that we have, with the players that we have, with the opportunity that we have as a team. We can actually look at this team and say, oh yeah, like there's possibility, you know, there's ability for us to get better and better. Like, you know, and I think with those things considered, I think that we can do better. And because of that, we can show a mettle and an ability we haven't seen in the last 10 years. I mean, it's been 10 years since we last won our first World Series, our third World Series in the century. And I want another one. And listen, I can say that, okay? It's not like when I was a Warriors fan and we were first starting out, or when I'm a Sharks fan and I'm hoping that we can win a Stanley Cup in the next 20 years or 30 years. It's not like with the 49ers and we're still waiting on our team. The Giants have pedigree and actual opportunity that we've had in the last 30 years. I mean, there is an ability for us to play better. And I think that this team could be something with the players that it has. I mean, let's just take a look at the dogs on the roster that have shown promise. I mean, let's just talk about the guys. I mean, give me a second. I just got to have the freaking board up. Fitz, Ramos. I mean, hold on. I also have like a list of other stuff up, but like, let's just talk about these guys. I mean, looking at the dogs on this roster, we have guys like Beck. We have guys like Eric Miller, who had a promising rookie season. Tyler Rogers, Ryan Walker, Hayden Birdsong, Kyle, Jordan, Logan, Snell, possibly if he doesn't opt out. Patty has the ability to improve. We're looking at guys like, you know, we're looking at Chapman, who's going to be here long-term. Fitz has an opportunity here now, how well he's played. Grant McCray isn't going to come up this season, but it's possible that he has a future here. Elliot Ramos has shown clear greatness in his role. I mean, there's a nucleus that we can start assembling if we put the things together correctly. And honestly, I'm excited for the first time in a long time about the San Francisco Giants. I can look at this year and say, you know what? Like, there's possibility here. There's an ability for us to play better. There's an ability for us to become a better team than we are right now. And with the helpful guidance of Buster Posey, with the greatness with the ability and potential of players on this team, the seriousness of an ownership group finally, I mean, I can actually finally look at this season and say, you know what? Maybe we can be good. Like, maybe. But I think I'm going to say this to everybody here. Temper your expectations as much as possible, in my opinion. Temper them. Because I'm going to say this, like, this year, if we don't get Soto or we don't make, like, a bunch of contending moves, this offseason might just be like, like, let's see what we can do better. Like, let's see if we can observe this year and be, like, a little better than we were last year. And if we can do that, then that's great. But if we're frustrated, that's also okay, because at the end of the day, this is an off season that's going to be about the possibility of what could be. And if this off season goes well, then that's great. If it doesn't look the best, then at least we can look to the future, because we can actually look at the future and say, oh yeah, Buster's here. But I'm just happy that this baseball year, this season has wrapped up. The Dodgers did what Billy Beane said is the most important thing you have to do. Win the last game of the season. Win the last game of the season. I mean, I'm not going to congratulate them, though, because I bleed this for the rest of my damn life. But, like, at the end of the day, like, this is baseball, man. This is sports. At the end of the day, we're all just people having fun, talking about our favorite teams. Yeah, there's rivalry, but let's just have fun with it. I mean, this is the off season. Let's take it to them. I mean, like, if y'all know J. Cole, you know what the off season is. It's a time where we get to work and get ourselves right and get ready for the next season. I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing, talking about the Giants with Eric, Glenn, and everybody else on this team, and will be, and whoever wants to come on, whether it's Giants Report, Dilly. I mean, there's so much opportunity. I still blame the Padres for this entire disaster. Listen, one of my teachers is my writing teacher. We were talking this morning about, like, one of the papers I'm writing. I'm writing about baseball again. And she said something funny, like, the Dodgers-Padres was honestly more of the World Series than this World Series, if I'm being honest. Because that was at least close, but the Padres also turned it into a pumpkin. But welcome to October, and we're about to end it too. I mean, again, have fun with it, y'all. Have as much fun with it as you can, because we're off baseball. We're on basketball, which I'm going to talk a lot about. We're going to talk about football. I'm going to watch some hockey, finally, after all these years being away from it or never actually watching it in the first place. I'm going to talk about that. If there are any A's fans that need to gripe about something, come on in. Kings fans, I know you're our scornful little brother to the north, but honestly, I have no ill will towards you fans, especially ones that have been committed for a while, even in the bad years. But this is the equinox has just ended. We don't have baseball anymore. We have hockey, football, and basketball. So if anybody wants to have fun with that, come in here, talk with me about whatever. But honestly, I'm so glad we're getting more people into this specific niche part of the channel with me. And I'm so glad that you guys are actually just interested in what I have to say, possibly, because I really enjoy talking about sports with y'all. I mean, just having fun. But yeah, there's so much possibility for what could be, which I'm so happy about. I can finally look at this next season and actually say to myself as a Giants fan, like, we could do something, you know? This show is very fun. Thank you, Morcat. Now, I appreciate it, bro. I really do. But yeah, I mean, looking around baseball. Okay, actually, one specific person that I want to talk about, Dylan Cease. You're bad, bro. You're real. Like, if all you can throw is a slider and a fastball, then you don't deserve to play baseball, if I'm being totally honest. Like, all the guy throws is a slider and a fastball. That's not that impressive, in my opinion. Honestly, that doesn't even get you ace points, in my opinion. Jesus. A lot of activity out there today, even though it's Halloween, but yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, thank you guys though for like just coming in and talking to me. Like we have 10 people in here right now at peak. I mean, Morkatna, Johnny, Ramley showed up for a little while. I mean, it's good to see you guys here. I mean, it's so fun to be talking with you guys about the game. Daniel showed up for a little bit as well, having fun, just talking. I mean, I really can't wait to keep doing this because this has been such a great experience for me, talking about the game, talking about sports, baseball, basketball, football, and everything in between, because y'all are great people. Grand Admiral, thank you for showing up as well. That guy has been so smart and giving me so many interesting takes about the game. I mean, it's interesting to talk to him and so many of the other guys here, but thank you guys. Much love always. I mean, yeah, it's Halloween. I think I'm going to be going to hang out with someone later about just some stuff. You know, just it's going to be fun. I mean, I'm having fun with everything that's happening right now. I mean, I think all I can do right now is just play freaking like all I can do is just play like that one song that Bryson Stott has on. And maybe it's early to ask, but do you think the Giants will have a better record this upcoming season? I think so. I think so. If we get serious this offseason and get some really good players, or we get serious about like making the team better, I think we can be better than what we were. And that's what I think is going to happen, considering how much we pay. But especially since contracts are going to be off the books. Solaire's contract's off the books. Snell may or may not be back. We have a new contract for Matty, and it's good to be there. But I think we're going to spend a good amount of money this offseason. And, yeah, I am very, like, oh, my gosh. I, like, the thing came on by accident. My bad. But I'm super interested to see what happens this offseason. I think we will be better than what we were, which is my hope. I mean, I don't want to be bad again. Like, yes, it'll be frustrating, but at the end of the day, at least we'll be like somewhat like, oh yeah, we'll be competitive. Like, that's okay. But Jesus, what is with this bird, dude? Like every single time I have like the show, there's like this bird outside my window. But hey, yo, I mean, like I have another 8 minutes, then I have to go. I have to actually make sure that I get my assignments done for my political science class, or I'm going to be in trouble. But I actually might just go and do that. But like, I want to talk to y'all guys a little bit longer. I mean, yeah, there's so much opportunity though this offseason, which is something I never would have said with Farhan Zaidi. Like, opportunity is here for once. Bird's a Giants fan. I mean, yeah. Honestly, I'm just glad though, because this offseason finally has opportunity. Opportunity is here. We're going to be talking about the possibility of what the Giants could be. I mean, we're going to be talking about basketball. We're going to be talking about football. I'm going to learn hockey to the best of my abilities because Glenn knows that I'm an oblivious freaking guy and that I need to know more. But I'm honestly so excited because we can actually look at the future and say, you know what, there's possibility. I mean, oh my gosh. Hey, can y'all chill? God. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. I mean, what's our schedule going to be looking like? Schedule. I mean, that's later. Oh my gosh. No, like not 2024, 2025. There we go. Not spring training, first half. I mean, Cincy, Houston, Seattle, Cincy, New York, Philly. I mean, this is going to be fun, man. I'm going to enjoy it. But, yeah, I'm just so happy to be here finally. I mean, like, I was honestly begging for this World Series to be over. That's all. I mean, I'm a Warriors fan. I mean, hey, then I'll be here. I'll talk to you. I'm going to be watching the games as often as I can when I'm not, like, worried about my classwork. But I'm going to be watching. I thought they played great against the Pelicans. I mean, There was some great stuff going on there. I thought they played super well defensively as well. I mean, like, there's so much possibility with that team too, and I'm hoping that this year is a year that we can actually say, like, oh yeah, let's go see if we can take a shot at it again. But it's obvious that our prime years aren't there anymore, but it's so fun to be there still, especially since Steph is aging like fine wine. I mean, but then I'm going to have to watch the Sharks, and that's a little sad because, you know, they're not great. But oh man, I'm just trying to enjoy it though, because we'll be playing Chicago, Vancouver, and Columbus. The Warriors will be playing a couple good teams as well. We're going to be playing. We'll be playing we're not playing a good team until we play Boston. But yeah, it's going to be fun though. So if y'all want to just drop in and talk to me about basketball or football or whatever, just like come and talk to me. If there's some bizarre Giants news, we'll talk then. We'll talk about everything. Hey, if y'all want to discuss the architecture of sorry for the swearing, but like if you all want to discuss the architecture of Oracle Park, then fine, let's do that. I mean, like, I'm here to do whatever the heck y'all want, because I'm just honored, y'all. I really am, to like what the opportunity you guys have given me. Steph, Katie, and LeBron James just doesn't age. I mean, like, it's like the finest scotch. It's some nice scotch. It's some really good stuff. I did get a glimmer of hope that the Yankees might pull off the impossible. Judge came alive and LA is using up all their arms. Then nightmare on 161st Street began. They really did look like they could crawl back a little bit, didn't they? They looked like there was opportunity, like where there was like, oh yeah, like we were all looking at like, oh, is Los Angeles slipping? We kind of looked at them like, what's going to happen? Like, is everything okay? Because with all that thing considered, I mean, like, it could have happened. It could have happened that they could have just made this close. Come on, at least make it close. Like, I'm saying this for the record, even if you lose, you got to make it close. Yes, it's going to break your heart even more, but at the end of the day, you at least have to be able to say, oh yeah, we could have done it. Honestly, after watching y'all play, y'all didn't deserve it, but not okay, just talking to the Yankees fans, but like, yeah. And I don't want to hear a damn thing about umpiring or fan interference after your fans were doing all that crazy BS at Yankee Stadium. Like, those bums deserve to be arrested for assault and battery. Like, Jesus. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, this is going to be a fun off season. I'm here for it. I'm here for y'all. But I think it's time for me to just say goodbye. See you later. It's good to talk to y'all. But thank you guys for supporting me, Eric, Glenn, and Will B. Check out Northern Lights Sports and Entertainment tonight. There's going to be some interesting talk about the moves that Buster has made so far. There's possibility. I mean, we're entering a new era with Buster. There's going to be a lot of things to talk about, whether it's the Giants, the Warriors, the 49ers. I mean, stick with me, y'all. And I think we can have a little bit of fun, but I appreciate y'all. And as always, see ya.
You've been watching the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network, a Northern Lights Entertainment broadcasting station.